stream to mother and father, their love for each other, but he left me out, so it seemed. I went around broken hearted, thinking life was an empty affair, but when God gave me you, it was then that I knew he had given me more than my...
Well, it's so nice to be back here. Welcome to Jennifer to the Rescue. You have found me today. I'm sailing alone today. No, I'm not. I actually have a great guest. I don't know why I said that.
I guess I'm chopped liver.
No, you're not chopped liver. I don't know why I said that. But my lovely co-host, Renee Gates with Elite Coordinators, is not able to be here today. So we're going to have fun without her, even if she can't be here. But Jennifer Johnson, I don't know if most people know my last name. It's Jennifer to the Rescue. And I'm heard here, log on every Thursday from 12 to 2. Have great guests, and my whole goal is to connect my great guests with those people out there that are looking for maybe the services that they provide, or maybe there's an event or whatever. So anyway, just want to kind of mention a couple things real quick. Chocolate Blues is coming up. We're going to actually talk to Jennifer Martin here very soon. Literally in like 10 minutes we're going to call her. But first, I would like to just encourage you to tell people to log on and check out Jennifer to the Rescue. My guest today, one of my guests, is Paul Roberts, and he is with Always Best Care Senior Services. How are you?
Good.
You're good.
I'm like Minnie Pearl. I'm just proud to be here.
You're proud to be. He doesn't have a hat on, though. There is no Minnie Pearl hat.
No price tag.
And
no danglers.
No danglers, and that's good. It is always fun to be able to introduce and share people's stories and businesses and causes and everything else with my listening audience. And Paul I've known for a while. We are in a couple different networking things together, actually Northside Networking that we are very proud of up in Noblesville, on the north side, but you don't have to live in Noblesville. Anyway, Paul, who is Paul Roberts? You're with Always Best Care Senior Services, and I know you're passionate about what you do, but can you tell us
That's a complicated question. Jennifer, sorry, I'm not used to being on the
I don't actually know if you have to be sitting on the microphone. I don't think you do.
If anybody can't hear me, call in. Call in.
I do have a cell phone,
If you can't hear us, call in.
Yeah, like they're going to do that.
No,
right?
that's a lengthy story, in all kidding aside. But I would say generally I am a father and a husband and a small business owner and a pretty active member in my community, or I try to be a very active member in my community, and we do that not just through Always Best Care, but I'm a very active member of the Noblesville Rotary Club, the Midday Club. As a matter of fact, in the coming year coming up, I'll be the president of that club.
Oh, wow.
And already we, in the coming months, will the city of Noblesville has asked us to take over the 4th of July parade and festivities. So I'm heading up that endeavor also.
Wow.
So I'm more to come about that. Lots more to come. That'll be need a lot of help there.
No kidding.
In the lead up to the event.
Right. I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome.
And finally, if that wasn't enough, with a family and a small business to run and being active in the Rotary Club, I also sit on the board of directors of the Shepherd Center of Hamilton County, which is a nonprofit based in Noblesville, but they serve anyone 55 and over in Hamilton County. So I'm not just happy, but I'm proud to be a part of all those organizations.
Wow. Paul, tell us a little bit, though. I mean, you're very busy right now, but what is Always Best Care Senior Services, maybe you can give us a nutshell and, I have information I'm actually looking at, and I know that I know.
You can see it.
I can see it, but nobody else can, and it sounds really awesome. ABC, Senior Services, and I do believe it's an awesome business, and you do a great job, but you need to tell everybody out there what you do.
Well, I sort of just push the buttons and work the levers. All the heavy lifting and the amazing things are done by my team. We have a great group of professional care providers or caregivers that provide in-home services to people who need help of any sort in and around their own home. So,
well, I was looking. Always Best Care does really do companion. You do. You could. I guess I was looking at. You would meet with a client and you can determine what they need. It's non-medical, it's companion, it's...
Right. We do two major divisions of service we provide. One is in-home care of various sorts, and we can discuss the levels. And the other thing we do is we help people find senior housing. And that's a free service. In the industry, that's called placement, but we help people who are looking to move into an independent living community or assisted living community. We help individuals and families pick the right community for them, and that's a free service that we provide. So
that's free?
Absolutely free. Absolutely.
Well, you know what? I was on the website, and there were quite a few free. I don't know if that's good to say that on the, but there are a few things, and we'll get to them in just a little bit, because I have gathered a lot of information from Paul, because I've known him for probably a year and a half, 2 years, whatever, and I've gathered some information, and so I know that there's some services that Always Best Care provides free, and I thought, wow, but it's just being that resource is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Paul, we are going to call the Chocolate Blues lady in just a few minutes, because I know I had her. But tell me, you have quite an interesting background. He's laughing.
Well, that's my story. You said, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, and you never did.
It's tough. Well, I did a little bit.
Yes, you did.
A little bit.
Yes, you did.
My story is interesting and checkered, and I think I've squeezed a lot of living into my few years.
Well, let's do this. The one interesting, I remember you did share this with the group that we're in together, that you grew up in eastern Kentucky, and
I am a hillbilly.
You are a hillbilly, and you're a descendant of Randall McCoy of the Hatfields and McCoys.
Yes.
So when you said checkered, I'm thinking...
Well,
do you like telling people that?
I tell my own kids that, you make a lot of choices in your life, and one of the choices that you don't make, you have absolutely no choice whatsoever, is who your family is.
Exactly.
So I'm sure everybody's got that crazy uncle or that, whomever, some folks you kind of wish weren't in your family. But for better or worse, I am a direct descendant of Randall McCoy, who was the head of the McCoy family in that feud between the Hatfields and McCoys way back when.
Isn't that funny?
Around the Civil War time, 1860, 1870. So
I don't know what the years.
It's been a day or two ago.
I think somewhere in the back of our tree, whatever, family tree, we are connected, and it might be to the Hatfields. I don't know. And I think it's through my husband's family, so it has nothing to do with me. And I'm sitting here thinking, why does this matter? Is this a good thing to be sharing about Paul Roberts?
It's just another interesting thing.
But you know what? There might be somebody out there that says, I want to know more about that.
Well, there's a lot of people in this area, and I know this is on the internet, but locally, a lot of people have descendants that moved here from Kentucky. one of the jokes is they left Kentucky and they wound up in the greater Indianapolis area because this is as far as a tank of gas would get them. And once they ran out of gas, they were out of money and said, "Get out, kids, here we are." So,
well, we're going to leave. We're not leaving. Paul's going to stick around because I want him to tell you more about, his background and how he ended up doing what he's doing. But we're going to call Jennifer Martin because we want to make sure that we are touching base with her on the chocolate blues. I'm going to call her real quick, and then we will take a break right after that and come back and talk some more to Paul Roberts with Always Best Care Senior Services. But let's see if we can get a hold of Jennifer Martin with the Chocolate Blues, which is actually scheduled for Thursday, October 9th, coming right around the corner. And we want to fill the place, honestly. We are going to be a sponsor, and I think we're going to be doing Jennifer to the Rescue live on that day from the location. So let's see if we can get Jennifer on the phone. Paul, are you going to be at the Chocolate Blues? Or are you going to be too busy?
I'm not sure. That's a south side, is it?
It's actually on the south side.
Hello.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
Hey.
We're on live here on Jennifer to the Rescue.
How are you?
We're good, and I'm so glad you were there. Considering that we were texting to make sure that you were there, that's good. I'm glad you were there. Tell me, we talked last week, and I know the Chocolate Blues is right around the corner. It sounds so funny to say October 9th is right around the corner, but it is.
Yes.
Can you believe it? And you know what? Renee is calling in right when we're on the phone, but you know what? I'll call her back. So my co-host is not here today, but she's calling in right when I'm calling you. So Jennifer, tell us, how are the plans for the Chocolate Blues going? What can we do to help spread the word besides what we're already doing?
Chocolate Blues is coming along great for the Indianapolis event. We've been booking more exhibitors, and we still have space if anyone's interested in having their booths constantly displayed.
Okay, so there's booths or there's tables still available, so that's good.
Yeah.
And where would...
And,
yes.
sorry?
Well, I was going to say, what is I think I have the website. I can tell them. bizfestival.com, right?
Yes. And then at the top and in the bottom, but mainly at the top, is probably where you'll want to work in. There's a little area that says register for an event. If you hover over that with your mouse, a drop-down list of different cities will come up, and you'll just speak Indianapolis. You'll click on that, and that can kind of take you from there to the right area. But we do these all over the country, so of course you're going to see other cities on there as well. And I'm getting our 2015 calendar planned out right now.
Oh, wow.
Going.
Well, it is. It's right around the... Yeah, so this is, that's a good point. Paul actually reminded me, we want to make sure everybody knows, it's at Primo Banquet Hall and Conference Center. So this is considered the Indy South Chocolate Blues, depending on what you're doing or what your business is, and actually Paul's probably more on the north side, but the south side, this is great. This is kind of the first time they've done a South Chocolate Blues.
So we've historically done this on the north side of Indy for so many years. However, this is the first time we're doing it on the south side. So this is a great opportunity to get in front of new businesses that maybe you don't typically get in front of, or meet people that you get to meet because maybe you focus on networking on the north side. And then also there's a lot of new businesses as well. For example, there's a facility zone, Z-Zone 31. It's a commercial office suite building. They are literally just right around the corner, less than a fourth of a mile from the facility from Primo. And they just, hey, we're right around the corner. This is awesome for a new business. We want to meet people. So that's just kind of a perfect example of what people are thinking of in terms of the south side of Indy and how this can relate to such a large business networking event. And I've had so many people native to Indianapolis tell me, I'm really glad you guys are doing this in the south. like we get forgotten about. So,
Cool.
Well, to kind of spread the love a little bit, if you will.
Yeah, that's a good word for this
That.
this platform. We talk about Radio Next and Jumbo Love. Yes, you got it. So it's on Thursday, October 9th from 1 to 7 p.m., Primo Banquet. They go to bizfestival.com. They can actually find the application, and they want to make sure they look at Indianapolis. One of the other things, Jennifer, and we're going to talk again probably next week. I think we'd scheduled that so we can let people know again. But the punchline or the caption is where sweet business connections are made. What is that? That's just because there's chocolate all over the place, isn't there?
Oh yeah, you can probably drown in it there. It's so much chocolate. And always goes, you're probably only with diabetes, be careful. With the businesses that come in and participate with us, we provide the table, the chairs, electric, the Wi-Fi, and of course, what come in. And my only requirement for them is that they bring chocolate.
They bring chocolate
to the table. So we have a little fun with it. It's not just all these Hershey Kisses. Sometimes we'll have chocolate fountains and
fountains. Yeah,
we'll have some really unique fun chocolate. But we also, in the other side of things, we'll have a live blues musician, again. Is going to be coming up from Nashville and playing with us. So enjoy some awesome blues music from an amazing professional. So, but it's not like a concert. It's just really casual and really professional and kind of groovy. And to be able to, how often do you get to be in a professional environment where you can just really relax and have some awesome music in the background that kind of helps calm people down and chocolate, which makes you happy, and be able to get in front of hundreds of business decision makers all in one day, to be able to really connect, actually stay there and talk to people and have a conversation, relate to people. I can't tell you how many people that I've met online in an event, and then I get to meet them in real life finally at the event. Probably my favorite part is all these people that you connect with on LinkedIn, on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media drugs you have. Being able to say, hey, I'm going to be here. I'd love to meet you in person. You should totally come.
Right.
It would be great for business too.
Yeah.
And to meet them in real life. Or even perfect strangers. So
it's a
shout out.
Yes.
To the sponsors. Is that okay? Do we have time?
Yes. Well, go ahead quickly because we do need to take a break, and I'm very happy that we were able to catch you. I would just like to say, I guess I'm going to do some singing, maybe. I think.
Yeah.
That little birdie told me that. Okay. Go ahead. Who are sponsors?
Our local sponsors, Partner Promotional Solutions, Armega, Wholesale Plus, iTech, and of course Radio Next, and international sponsors. Be the Boss Magazine, Life Changing Conference, Hattie Silver International, Rain Design, and also Wetzel. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jennifer. And we'll talk next week.
Get it out. His sister, Etta McCoy, there's, big families back then, but his sister, Etta McCoy, ETTA, is my great-great-grandmother. So
you really are connected.
My grandfather's grandmother was Etta McCoy.
Wow.
So it's a direct line to me through my dad's side.
Oh wow! So you really I tell people I think we're related, but I can't trace it that close. So you really are a hillbilly.
Oh, absolutely. And I have to correct people all the time on two things. One is there are no hillbillies around here unless they moved from somewhere because there's no hills. Right? People say, folks from way out there, they're those hillbillies from, Noblesville. And I say, no, they might be rural people or country people. Hell, they might even be rednecks, but they're not hillbillies.
Exactly.
That's something that has to be,
So you're with Always Best Care Senior Services, ABC for short.
ABC for short.
And your email, if somebody were listening to this and they want to get a hold of you, is that a good way to do it?
Email. They can call at 317-219-0420. They can fax 317-219-0410. Email proberts, PROBERTS at abc-seniors.com. That's proberts at abc- or hyphen seniors, SENIORS.com.
Very good. Okay.
Smoke signals, carrier pigeon, telegraph, however anybody wants to get in touch.
He is.
I'm available.
He's a McCoy, so just kidding. All those smoke signal, it was just funny. Okay, so anyway, if they went to a website, they could find Always Best Care Northeastindy.com is going to take them to the right place. Just, before the break, we were talking about all the things you're doing, and then we started talking about, and you've got a lot going on. You're a busy guy. The Rotary and the Shepherd Center and just lots of the good things happening. But you passed the McCoy, how did you get to Always Best Care Senior Services?
That's another interesting story.
That's why we're here.
Most of my story is pretty interesting. I think, like a lot of folks, I had a family event some time ago. I watched my mom take care of her aging parents and the challenges that brought that were, kind of unique to her, but as it turns out, they're pretty common amongst a lot of families. So that was probably the acorn, way back when it started to turn into an oak tree. But that was really the genesis. Was a family event, and then just the need, the desire to do something different than I was doing for a large corporation, working all over the planet. I wanted to do something really locally that would really benefit people. So.
And obviously you're doing that, but you worked in, what do they call that? You worked in, I don't want to necessarily tell the company name, but I can do that.
Well, that's fine. I worked at Rockwell for almost
Rockwell Automation, and you worked there delivering, managing, and selling. So you did a lot.
Professional services, right?
Professional services.
All service related.
Okay.
So we put together, I was part of delivery teams early on, professional services, various and sundry things, a lot of manufacturing-based services, but things like contract engineering, some manufacturing, custom training programs, asset management, all labor-based services into a manufacturing facility.
Wow.
So commissioning, installation and commissioning services, all different kinds of things. So.
And you know what? I believe you. Just like, boy, that's a lot of stuff you did. And you spent 10 of the 22 years that you worked at Rockwell, you were in Asia?
I did live in Asia for 10 years, several different countries, but I was in the Philippines primarily for the last 6.
Oh, that's right. I knew that.
For the last 6 years, and then the other 4 or 5 years. I went back and forth for a number of years before moving over there.
So then you lived in a number of different cities in the United States.
Some of that was before, large cities I've lived in, Columbus, Ohio, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I guess Titusville, Florida, not a big town. Dallas, Texas, Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, and now Noblesville, Indiana, which for folks outside the area, it's a suburb of Indianapolis.
Yeah. Well, and I've met your lovely wife and your 2 daughters, and you kind of work as a team. I don't know if I should say that, but I know there have been times when you and your wife are both you've shared that. I don't think
I would certainly not be where I am today on many levels without her.
Yes.
And
isn't that wonderful?
I venture to wonder if I would even still be walking planet Earth if I hadn't found her or she found me.
And I think I can totally relate to that. Totally relate. Well, we're going to not get back. Always Best Care, though, like you said, you wanted to do something different. You wanted to make a difference. And
no offense to watch salespeople.
Right. Sure.
If I left corporate America, I could go sell watches or something. But I wanted to do something that I could feel really good about, not just okay about. Something I could really feel good about doing.
Well, don't we all kind of get to that? I think we're all at that point.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
I think it is, and I'm not. I am. Mary Pat McKee comes on with the Indie Boomer after we're done here in a little bit, and we had an interesting conversation just the other day that kind of leaving us all with the idea that if you're not doing what you want to do or not doing something that makes you feel at this age. She is 50 plus. That's what an indie boomer is. So, if you're at this, and I'm sorry, Paul, I'm assuming you are.
A boomer?
A boomer.
Not quite.
Not quite? Oh, well, okay,
It's not
sorry.
age, Jennifer. It's mileage.
Okay, there you go. Well, anyway, I'm a boomer.
I have lots of mileage.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, okay, so we'll get away. But the thing is, why are we here if we're not doing something that makes a difference? You have all this experience. You bring it to this wonderful, very necessary business that's out there and service, because you guys, ABC, Always Best Care Senior Services, does free evaluations. I wrote that down after looking at your information.
We do a lot of free stuff.
You do a lot of free stuff, but I think that's, you get, it's value. So you go in and you'll help somebody figure out what they need. Isn't that nice? That's nice music. It sounds Christmassy. I think it's the telephone ringing.
Phone or it's
Well, tell him.
cell phone. Whoops.
No, actually, that was pretty. But,
Wasn't mine.
it kind of came in at the right time. So tell us about the wonderful things that ABC does. Again.
Just the free programs. Well, again, what we do for pay is provide in-home
Right.
services.
Right.
We provide, I think we started down that path. I
Yes.
didn't really describe what that was. But we do, again, two major things. We do placement or senior housing finder services for free. But for pay, where we make money is in home services, where a professional care provider comes into the home and does everyday tasks with people, for people, everything from basic companionship, homemaker tasks, cooking, cleaning, linens, laundry. We clean a lot of kitchens and bathrooms.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I got a dirty bath. I'm just kidding.
If we don't age discriminate, we'll take care of anybody of any age.
Oh, believe me, I'm in the right
provide
age.
transportation we take people, we go on their behalf, we run errands for them, all the way up to personal care where it's hands-on for folks who just have trouble doing things for themselves anymore. Everything from eating to bathing, dressing, grooming, any of those personal hands-on
Right.
care, we provide that too.
Okay, so, and one of the reasons that I really wanted to have Paul on here was because, well, everybody that I bring to this show, I try to bring people that I've either worked with or I've seen them in action working with other people. And when Paul went and spoke to a couple of different people that I had referred him to, a church connection I have, and he sat, and then I think you met with a couple of my clients. I've been in sales, insurance sales.
Since
Right,
away.
right. So, and all of it was just because he's a good guy, not because that necessarily, but I mean, it's also, that is the reason that I wanted you to share, because what you do is really what you do. You
Right.
live
We're the real deal.
You're the real,
We're not faking it. We're not making this up. This
No.
is, as a lot of people say, this ain't no dress rehearsal, right? This is it.
Well, with how many people falling into the senior, whatever that is, whatever it is to you.
Again, we don't age
Yes, right.
discriminate.
So many people are in that. That's the biggest thing happening, right? With 10,000 people, 10,000 people a day turning 65.
Right. But most of our clients are much older than 65. I mean, I have some younger, but some of them are significantly older, in their late 80s up into their 90s. I helped. We started the process for a lady up north with Medicaid. Mm-hmm. We're a Medicaid waiver provider. Her number one goal is to live to be 100. She's 99 and still lives alone.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back because I do want you to tell us more about your clients, maybe some of the people
Free
you're
stuff.
And your free stuff.
We'll get to the free stuff.
And we also want to know, because I know you're always telling the these afternoons just fly by. Paul, it's not quite time to say goodbye to Paul Roberts, but for this week, you know what I was realizing? You're like the fourth guy that's been on the show. Fourth?
Hey.
That's pretty awesome because
Out of how many?
we've had shows going on 4+ months, and we're meeting every Thursday, and we have a number of guests. So you are in good company, though. It was
I'm in a tiny minority.
it was Ferguson.
Tiny minority.
It was Ferguson Mayfield was here a week or so ago. Was he here last week? Last week. Sorry, Ferguson, if you're listening. And then Lee Martin, who's got a wonderful show. If you have never checked it out, he's on Tuesdays from 7 to 9. And he is, I just got to always tell this story because he's awesome. And sometimes he listens. So he is a wonderful man who had sight until he was 50 and then lost his sight. And he's now in his mid-60s, I think, or something. He looks really young. But anyway, he's blind. And the whole thing that he does he highlights people with disabilities and how and he is just living. I mean, he and I joke his show is called See What I'm Saying. So the idea is when I first met him, he said that blindness was the best blessing he'd ever had because he had to learn how to. So yes, Lee, I'm advertising for your show, but it's a wonderful show. And it is on Cool Groove, I think. Yes. But anyway, so Paul, Lee, Ferguson, Paul Roberts, and I think HB was on the show. So you're in very good company. You have to go out and Google these guys because you have to figure out who these guys are. But anyway, Paul, tell us. Always Best Care Senior Services. See, now I'm saying it just rolling off my tongue. I just used to screw it up all the time.
Yeah.
So Always Best Care, you're always looking for clients.
Always looking for clients, again, of any age, anybody that needs a little help around the home with things they would normally do in any given day or week in their own home. We can help them do that. And anybody that may have mobility issues, have trouble getting around or doing certain things, cognitive issues where they may have brain injury or other illness, dementia. We have a lot of folks with dementia. And the Alzheimer's Walk is coming up October 4th. I'm doing the Anderson Walk. I have a team, but that's absolutely free. You can go to alz.org to learn more about the Alzheimer's Association and the walk to end Alzheimer's. Free stuff. We sponsor a lot of community programs. Again, we try to be a good community business. A good steward of the community we all live and work in. And we have a number of absolutely free programs. It's not, you buy this, you get this free. There's absolutely free. A prescription drug program, the RX Saver program. We have, which is in lieu of insurance. If things aren't on your formulary, that can help out. We also
need
have
help with prescriptions.
A free outreach, free daily telephone call program for someone who may just need a check-in call or want to have a conversation with somebody on a daily basis or every few days, however they want to set that up. But that is also absolutely free. Can have somebody call and check in on a relative or loved one that may live alone and may not. May be a shut-in or not, but that's absolutely free. And the Always On Call program is a newer program we have, which gives our clients and their families, not just the clients directly, but their families have access to 24-hour access to a physician on the phone, a free telephone call to a physician. They can talk. Maybe it's late at night or the weekend or the weather's bad and you don't want to get out. You can call a physician for prescription refills to get an idea whether, hey, is this, Dad's coughing again, is this something that can wait until Monday and go see his regular doctor? Does he need to start antibiotics right away? So it saves a trip to the doctor when you can't get there or it's just real inconvenient. And for folks who aren't on Medicare, or even if they are, it can save the cost of a co-insurance or
Right,
co-pay.
exactly.
It's
Sure.
absolutely free. So
That's awesome.
But that program, you do have to be a client. If you are a client, that program's available to you and your family free of charge. So.
That's, you know, I was just looking at the flyer that I have, and it says no sales call, no sales dialogue on all the, I mean, it's just like, it's just
you'll be
truly.
talking to a doctor, not a.
Well, the call, okay, that's right, the doctor went, but it's just kind of, it's such a nice thing that this is a resource.
You're talking about the
Yeah, I was
always
looking.
in touch.
Yeah, but
Always
it's just,
in
you know,
touch.
they're.
No, that's not a sales
I think the best thing for somebody to do would be to get in touch with you.
Sure, and if we can't help them, we are connected with lots and lots and lots of other free, low cost, and for pay services. I couldn't imagine we couldn't connect them with some reputable company that.
Well, you do a free evaluation, then you have all these.
No obligation, free in-home evaluation.
Yes. And then, okay, and I was thinking, what I had said a little earlier in the show was that I connected Paul with a church, my home church. And I know over the years, the year and a half, 2 years I've known you, Paul, you talked about being referred to churches is great because not only is it potential clients, but that's what you did for me and for our church. You were helping, thinking of resources for a potential couple clients, and churches are, filled with people who probably need the services that you offer, but also that there's caregivers that you were potentially.
Right. My top 3 criteria for being a caregiver are people who are honest, people who are reliable, and people who are compassionate. And you can typically find honest, reliable, compassionate people in church.
Yes, you can, usually.
Or people who are seeking to become more honest or more compassionate. I can teach all kinds of skills, and I can teach people how to be an amazing caregiver, but I can't teach anyone how to be honest. I suggest they find a good church for that.
Yes.
So I tell pastors, that's their job, right? They teach those things. I can teach their flock how to be a great caregiver. I can put their flock to work.
That is awesome. So you're always looking. And if they went to Always Best Care Northeast Indy with a Y.com, that would be your site.
Right. That's my local page. For short, if they want to go to alwaysbestcare.com and find locations from there. All of our sites, we are a franchise, so all of our sites are very, very similar looking. There is local content on mine. We are also on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, a blog.
So lots of, okay. And there was something we were talking about earlier, that Northeast Indy just happens to be
where my office is.
It's where your office is, right, but obviously.
My office is in Noblesville. Our service area where we provide services is very broad.
Good,
so
good.
We don't provide services, I don't provide services out of state or out of the general Indianapolis, greater Indianapolis area, but that would include Anderson, as far out as Anderson, as far west as, the far west side of Indy. I've got an active client in Speedway right now. She's literally in the shadow of the track.
Really?
She's She's
really?
right off Auburn Street. Lives on Auburn Street. But
so you're okay. So and I guess one of the other things I would just not leave everybody with, because I certainly hope they'll go to your website and they'll check it out and call you, and that would be proberts@abc-seniors.com is a good email, and then is the phone number.
317-219-0420 is the office. And
so
we pretty much never close. So
you never close, I'm sure, because it's a continual. But you do everything from a 1 hour to a live-in. You'd even put somebody that would be a live-in.
We have kind of a practical limit of 1 hour. It's really hard to get in and out in an hour for most things, and there's just some practical things behind that. Once you get in and say hello and, kind of get organized for what needs to be done that particular shift or that day, 10 minutes have gone by and
Right.
now you got 50 minutes. So we really look to do a 2-hour minimum. I will take less in certain cases, up to 24/7 care.
Well, that's awesome. That is
And every plan, every care plan, every client gets an individual care plan. There are no cookie cutters. Everything is done based on need, not what we can do, but what does the client really need. And again, if we can't provide those through Always Best Care, we'll connect them to another company who can help them. So.
And I would just plug right now that if you go to jennifertotherescue.com, which is my website, Paul is actually one of the members of the it's called Northside Networking. There's a tab there. You go there and you'll find, and actually, Always Best Care comes up pretty darn quick because, obviously.
Yay.
So is that what you did with that Always?
I'd love to take credit, but as a franchise company, it was already named.
I know. Well, we're glad that you were.
Named.
Yeah, we are so glad that you're here today, and we're going to actually be talking to Edwina Wright here with, and it's called
Clean Up Pure Botanical Body Products.
Cool. There we go. Paul, anything you'd like to leave them with?
We're always looking for. We are always looking for honest, reliable, compassionate people to be caregivers. We are always looking for clients. So please call us 317-219-0420. Thank you.
And you're welcome. And Always Best Care Northeast Indy with a Y.com. One more time, maybe your email. If you can, Paul, so we can make sure they can find you. And also, if they want to contact me I can certainly put them in touch with you. But what's your good email?
P. Roberts, P-R-O-B-E-R-T-S, at ABC, it's like the alphabet, ABC dash or hyphen seniors, SENIORS.com.
That's awesome.
P. Roberts at ABC-seniors.com.
And you got it from the Rotary president of next year for the
incoming. They refer to me as the president-elect.
President-elect. We got him before he got so big he couldn't fit us into his schedule.
No, I'd be happy to come back anytime.
And he's also.
This was fun.
It was fun. Thank you very much. Well, Paul, we're going to let you go, but not too. Have we gotten over yes, we have. It's after 1, and we only are here until 2, and then Mary Pat McKee with Indie Boomer. I am Jennifer Johnson, Jennifer to the rescue around here. I mean, it's funny. That is my company is Jennifer to the rescue, and I don't even know my last name anymore, but To the Rescue is my last name. And I am so excited every week I get to come in and introduce people that I know. Paul Roberts just left, and Paul Roberts with Always Best Care Senior Services did want everybody out there to know that the big thing he likes to do is meet women. Mm-hmm. Now, he's been married. He is married. But women tend to be very good contacts for him, whether it be on the client side or on the caregiver side, because he's always looking for both. So anyway, but we're here with Edwina Wright. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
She actually looks beautiful.
Well, thank you again.
And did we tell you it? Nobody sees us?
Well, that's the beauty of your job. You can come in here and no one sees you. You're not judged, and you're comfortable.
Although, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to take a picture of Paul Roberts. Oh, Paul, come back. No, I'm just joking. Well, if you do want to come back. Although he told me he doesn't typically listen. He's usually on the phone when he's in the car. So, but we will get a picture before Edwina leaves. And Edwina is with Clean Up Pure.
Yes.
And tell us all, well, you know what? Don't tell us all about Clean Up Pure yet. Tell us about Edwina. We've met before. I know we have. Renee Gates, actually, my very, very absent co-host today. She connected us, but I know we had met at some other events. But Clean Up Pure is really pretty cool.
Thank you.
You know what? Clean skin from the outside in.
That's my tagline.
That's your tagline. Tell us, though, who is Edwina Wright?
Well, Edwina Wright is native of Chicago, but I've been living here in Indianapolis since 2000, so I guess now I can say I'm a bona fide Hoosier.
Yeah.
And I love all things natural. I love healthy eating, adapting the healthy lifestyle, because I know if you take care of your body will in turn take care of you. And so just have a liking and, a desire just to enjoy my life with vigor. And kind of started making soaps in the year 2000, and that led to what Clean Up Pure has become to today.
So if they go to cleanapure.com.
And Clean Up Pure is spelled CLENAPURE. I took 3 words, clean and pure, and I shortened it to give my company the name cleanapure.com to translate to my customers what the whole premise behind my line is. My products are made with clean and pure ingredients. So that's where Clean and Pure Botanical Bath and Body Care products came from.
I was going to say, I'm always on Facebook and the website, but the Botanical Bath and Body Products. And, we are going to talk because this seems to be in this, we were realizing that it's a lot of women that come through my show anyway, on the Jennifer to the Rescue platform here every Thursday from 12 to 2 on Radio Next. But, tends to be that the bath and body are a big deal. But tell us, and I know we were talking about what could we kind of title this, Healthy Winter Weather Skin, which is a horrible thing to think about winter weather. But we will get to that. But tell us, I know, what did you do before this?
Well, before then, I was in sales.
You were in sales.
But I was in the food service industry for almost 20 years.
Really?
And while I was in sales in a completely different industry, the way that I even came across or started making my own products is that before I moved to Indianapolis, I had attended a women's health forum event, and there was a woman there who was selling her own handmade soaps, and they were the glycerin soaps. And they smelled good. When I moved here, that's when I used them up. They smelled good. They felt good on the skin, rinsed nice and clean. And I tried to find products like that once I used them up. I couldn't find them in any of the stores, at least not that particular scent. So one day I happened to be in an arts and crafts store, and I found a kit and discovered that I could make those exact same types of soap myself. So I started making them. And I started buying books on making, melt and pour glycerin soaps. And I would make them look like slices of lemons, look like strawberries, or slices of watermelon. And I wanted to expand my offerings, so I went online and did a search to find out different ways to scent my soaps. That's when I discovered that there was a stark difference between an essential oil versus a fragrance oil.
Interesting.
And, yes.
So is that the glycerin? Well,
the glycerin soap is the base, but you have to scent it with something. Otherwise, it's just a plain soap with no scent in it.
I see.
So it was the scent that I was pursuing after I used up the other soaps by another saponifier. And when I found out the difference between an essential oil versus a fragrance oil, here's the difference. An essential oil is plant-based, strictly plant-based. I call it the lifeblood of the plant. Mm-hmm. So you can get essential oil from lavender. You get lavender essential oil from the lavender plant. You get peppermint essential oil from the peppermint plant, and so on. But a fragrance oil can have anywhere from 50 to over 200 chemicals, a little drop of this or a little drop of that, to make it smell a certain way, to make it smell like strawberry fragrance oil or cotton candy or bubble gum or what have you. But here's the thing. I also discovered in my research that your skin is highly absorbent. So that means that whatever you apply to your skin, within just a few seconds, it gets dumped into your bloodstream.
And that's what I read on your website.
Absolutely.
Or your, I think it was your 30 seconds.
30 seconds or less. That's all it takes, because your skin is not only your largest organ, and it protects and keeps, of course, everything from falling out, but it is highly absorbent. So you need to be cognizant with about what the ingredients are that are in the Bath and Body Care products that you use on your skin, because, again, it does go into your body. What you put on your body goes into your body. So that's why I came up with the tagline, clean skin from the outside in, because my body products contain clean ingredients. And so when you absorb them into your skin, it's going to nurture and nourish your skin.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there was some. And did you say that, this is goofy, but I heard the word, is it soaponifier?
Well, yes, to make a soap.
I knew that after I thought about it. I was like, I bet that's spelled S-O-A-P.
But actually S-A-P-O-N-I.
Okay, forget it then. I don't know what it's spelled. But that has to do with the making of the soaps.
Correct.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we've got quite a bit to talk about.
Let's chat.
Let's chat. Well, I'm going to let you talk because I want to know everything you can. But we're going to come back. We're going to be on a break. We're going to come back and we're going to we want Edwina to tell us all about everything. And we are
fake hair and or fake eyelashes. Your child should have a real computer with real internet access for learning. Give your kid a chance, would you? The Narrow Path is brought to you by Community Rule Nonprofit. We bring literacy skills to the community.
God gave the wise men their wisdom, and to...
Well, I am having this. I get so excited because I have these wonderful guests. This is Jennifer to the rescue, Jennifer Johnson here on Radio Next, the Cool Groove, and we literally are like a half hour, and we're going to be then saying goodbye and hello to Mary Pat McKee with the Indie Boomer show that follows us. But Edwina, you haven't gone anywhere. You have this beautiful necklace.
Thank you.
It's very, very pretty. I was telling everybody earlier in the earlier segment how beautiful you look. Now I'm telling them about a necklace they can't see. But has that got any...
No significance. I thought it was pretty, so it goes with my outfit.
It does go with your outfit.
It's my necklace.
Yes, she's got a beautiful pink jacket, and then she's got a beautiful pink and sparkly star flower. Beautiful. Okay, but we're talking about Clean to Pure.
Absolutely.
And those are Bath and Body Clean to Pure botanical bath and body products.
Absolutely.
You know what? I should have just let you say it. Why did I say it? But healthy or clean skin from the outside in.
That's my tagline.
That is your tagline. So tell us, what do we need to... I mean, you were talking about how you discovered there was a real difference in the soaps, and so then that kind of led you into...
A difference between essential oils versus fragrance oils.
Right.
So when I discovered that led me on just, as I said, I started making products in just soaps alone in 2000. So over the last 14 years, I've been doing a lot of research on the different types of ingredients that are commonly found in skincare products. And I just committed to only including plant-based ingredients in my Bath and Body Care products because, again, I discovered that whatever you apply to your skin is quickly absorbed into your bloodstream. So I didn't want to be responsible for bringing to market products that I knew were going to harm people in the long run. So it may be you may absorb just a little bit of a chemical, but when you do it on a daily basis, over time, it really can cause problems in the human body. So I use only products or ingredients like fruit and nut oils, essential oils, as I said, to scent my products, organic herbal and fruit extracts, whole organic herbs, and floral waters, vitamins, and minerals. So when you apply my products to your skin, there is a big difference that you can tell in the performance of my products on your skin versus a conventional product, which is made with more so chemicals. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we start? What are...
well, I'll tell you what the Clean
Yes.
and Pure lineup consists of.
Yes.
I have detox bath salts that I make with Himalayan pink salts, and I chose that particular type of salt because Himalayan pink salt, you can cook with it, I cook with it, but it contains over 80 trace minerals that are naturally present in that particular type of salt. So I have my detox bath salts that I make with Himalayan pink salts. I also have body polishes, or some people call them scrubs, that I have a salt polish and I have a sugar polish. My salt polishes are also made with Himalayan pink salts and essential oils. I have an organic sugar body polish that I call Choco Nut Mint because it contains organic chocolate, dark chocolate, organic coconut oil, and it smells wonderful. And then I also have sulfate-free body washes. I chose sulfate-free body washes instead of just regular body washes because sulfates, I found out during my research, is nothing more than a sudsing agent. You find it in toothpaste, shower gels, shampoos, other body washes, dishwashing liquid, detergents, but it's because it creates bubbles. But sulfates itself is really not good for your skin. It dries your skin out, so it's not healthy for you. My body washes, as I said, are sulfate free, and they are made with a base of a coconut oil based cleanser. And then I add shea oil, organic herbal organic herbal extracts to make them more healthy and nutrient rich for the skin. And then my essential oils as well to scent them, like pink grapefruit, which comes from the skin of the pink grapefruit itself. It's not an artificial synthetic fragrance oil. I like that particular type of scent because it smells good, and because since it comes from the skin of the pink grapefruit, that means that it's naturally has vitamin C in it, which your skin needs to produce collagen. So I also have a peppermint, a lavender, and a lime sulfate-free body wash. And then I've got bar soaps. My bar soaps are all olive oil based, and I have 7 different scents. I've got eucalyptus, what I call spiced orange, which has clove and orange essential oil. I've got lavender, spearmint, one I call Into the Woods, which has a very clean, crisp smell like Canadian fir. It's made with Canadian fir essential oil. And then I also have lemongrass and one that I call Olive and Oats. That one is unscented, but it has crushed oatmeal in it. And oatmeal is really good for your skin as well. If you have irritated, dry skin, oatmeal will soften and kind of help to heal up that dryness and take away that itching. And then I've got what I call nutrient-rich bath and body oils. And it's made with a very, as the name implies, nutrient-rich oil base like organic olive oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, apricot kernel oil. And apricot kernel oil is packed with vitamin A, just like the fruit itself. So, again, a nutrient-rich base. And the body oils come with patchouli, lavender, and geranium essential oil. And all 3 sell very well. And then there is my organic herbal bath tea. And yes, I said bath tea, like you drink tea. Well, since you know that your body absorbs whatever you apply to it, I've got 10 different herbs, organic herbs, and in my bath tea. And you just put 3 or 4 tablespoons in the organza drawstring bag that comes in the package. Drop the sachet into your tub, bath of tub water, and then allow the herbal infusion and sit and just absorb the nutrients into your skin. And it's very healthy for you and very, very relaxing too.
And it probably is good enough to drink.
You could, because they're organic, and I've got organic herbs in there like chamomile, which is very relaxing, lavender, again, which is very relaxing, rose petals, oat straw, again, which is very soothing for dry, irritated skin, red rooibos, which is some people drink that as a tea. I drink it as a tea. And red rooibos is actually very high in antioxidants, even more so than green tea. And you can drink that after a workout, because when you work out, your body does generate more free radicals that bounce through because of the additional intake of oxygen from just, working out. But then if you drink a tea that is high in antioxidants, it will kind of calm down those free radicals that are bouncing around the body, just because, you do your body some good by working out, but then you have to kind of undo the free radicals that are bouncing around. So because of your more highly oxygenated body, which you need. So, when you know these things.
I was going to say, you know a lot about your products. I'm sitting here thinking, man, I gotta because they can go to Cleanapure, spelled CLENAPURE.com, and see all these wonderful products that you are talking about. So I guess this is a good time, because I really do want to make sure Renee is not, and you know what, I thought maybe she was going to call in, but she has not called in, and so she must be really busy. But Renee Gates, who is my lovely co-host with Elite Coordinators, we got into this big discussion a couple weeks ago about bath or shower.
Okay.
So, let's talk about the bath or the shower. Obviously, you have
detox bath salts. Absolutely.
So you do believe in a bath.
Absolutely. Now, I'll give you my take on a bath. I take a bath specifically for the purpose of relaxation.
I used to take one, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We don't have our big garden tub anymore, so that's why. But that's my excuse. But relaxation is why I loved my baths.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And the types of essential oils that I use, I've got a grapefruit bath salt. I have a spruce bath salt. Spruce essential oil is good for sore, tired muscles. And then I have a lavender bath salt, which is also very relaxing. And salts pull toxins from your body kind of via osmosis. So you'd want to make your water warm enough, of course, to the point where you're not burning yourself, but to the point where it'll open your pores and you can sweat. And then the salts really do go in, and as I said, via osmosis, they pull toxins from your body, which your body really does need to have a good detoxification. However you do it, whether through the skin or through some type of, healthy eating for a few weeks with just plants, just vegetables and fruits, you need to detoxify your body. But back to your question about bathing, I do it on a personal note specifically for relaxation. But since you know that you're sweating and toxins are coming out, I always suggest once you're done relaxing, just jump in the shower and just rinse off. That way, those toxins that have come out through your pores don't have the opportunity to get reabsorbed back into your skin. So that's my take on bathing versus showering. Bathing specifically to relax, shower, yes, to clean off. So after you bathe, rinse off in the shower.
So that's a great answer to the dilemma, because I know Renee was horrified at the idea of taking a bath, but it makes sense, because if you're there you've got the salts and you're letting it just kind of be absorbed, 30 seconds is all it takes
for your body to absorb.
For your body to absorb it, and then you get up and rinse off so that what has been pulled out is getting rinsed off quickly.
Right.
Within that, right? I got it. Now I feel like I'm really smart.
You were smart before then.
Now, thank you very much.
You just learned a little more. That's all. You can always learn.
I am you said you brought us some samples, but we do, and we were going to, one of our thoughts today was to talk about healthy winter weather skincare, which I guess could have been, the bathing can do any time of the year, I suppose. But do you have specific things that you try to share with people that are good for winter weather then?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And one of them, this is what I brought the samples of. We're going to do what I call spa-like hand softening treatment. And you'll do that with either one of my 3 body polishes. And what it does is it removes the dry skin. So cool. I always wait for what I call the wow effect when I'm demoing my product in the stores that are selling my product. I always wait for the wow effect after the customers do that, because that's what they always say, wow.
I think I just said wow, didn't I? And I didn't even do it yet.
And you didn't even know. Well, just wait a few minutes here. You'll really say wow.
Cool.
But what it does is you use it on dry skin, and that's the tip. If I could leave you with any kind of tip when you're giving yourself a body polish at home, and I just kind of like the word body polish.
It is a nice word. It's a nice, yeah.
It sounds posh. But you use it on dry skin, because as soon as the water hits your skin, it's going to dissolve the salt or the sugar crystal that I use to make my products with, and you lose at least 85% of the effectiveness because the water is going to dissolve it, number one. Number two, if you're going to polish your skin on a regular basis, which I do recommend, even if you do it only once a month, because it helps to take that dry skin off and helps your body to expel toxins better when you don't have all those layers of dry skin. You want to polish on dry skin, and then you turn the water on and you rinse off. So another reason you want to polish or exfoliate dry skin as opposed to wet skin is because over time, if you're going to continue this practice of dry brushing or polishing your skin, it will cause premature sagging if you do it on wet skin. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So they can contact you through your website too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Again, www.cleanapure.com and CLENAPURE.
We're going to, we're not done quite. We still have one little segment left. I don't know how long it takes to do the hand thing.
Less than a minute.
Okay, well, we'll do that on the break. And we'll come back and give you me. Where are you, Renee? This is the fun stuff we get to do around here. We are very happy to have had Edwina. Make sure before we're done. We're not done yet. We've got one more segment. We are going
God gave the wise men their wisdom, and to the poet his dream. To mother and father, their love for each other, but he left me.
Boy, our time here at Radio Next this week is starting to wind. Well, not starting to. It's getting very close. We think Mary Pat's coming in with Indie Boomer, so hopefully you're going to be sticking around for a while. But I'm here with Edwina Wright, Jennifer Johnson, Jennifer to the rescue, and we're so glad you've spent some of your afternoon with us today. Edwina.
Yes.
What are we going to tell them how they can find you or connect with you or whatever?
Okay, I have a Facebook page. So, of course, facebook.com/CleanAPure. And again, CleanAPure is spelled CLENAPURE. I also have a website, www.cleanapure.com. And I also have a Twitter account, so you can connect with me on Twitter.
Cool. You know what? I didn't mean to forget. We just did our hands, and they feel wonderful.
So what do you think?
Wow.
The wow effect.
The wow effect. You know what? I know that I've met you before, but I can't remember if I did the hand treatment or not. I mean, it's just kind of, it's like the proof is in the...
The proof is in the hand treatment.
I was going to say pudding, that wouldn't work. But you probably would recommend we take baths in pudding. I'm joking.
It depends on what's in the pudding.
I know.
If it's a nice body pudding.
I know, that was kind of... Is there a body pudding? Or we just make
I don't have one. I think we made
But you know what, the polish you're talking about, it does make your... We were just using the... What did I use?
You used the Chocolate Mint Organic Sugar Body Polish.
That is a wonderful name. And it really did smell like chocolate mint.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm not necessarily a mint person, but that was really nice.
Very good combination.
Yeah, it was very nice. And I know Tracy had hers. I think she might have used the same thing.
She used the salt polish in the Tropics scent. And that one has ylang-ylang and lime pure essential oils.
Wow.
A healthy oil base of apricot kernel oil and safflower oil.
You are very much the person we need to talk to about all this stuff, obviously, because you're just rattling off all this wonderful ingredients and ingredients. Is that the right word?
Ingredients, yes.
Ingredients. Okay, so Clean and Pure is clean skin from the outside in. Besides using these wonderful body polishes, and you said you could actually do your whole...
You can do your whole body. And in fact, when I get in the shower, I always tell my customers, and I love educating them on the importance of good, healthy skincare. And so what I do is I tell them when I get in the shower or stand in the shower stall or tub, before I turn a drop of water on, I mix up my body polish, and I start with my neck, and I polish my body all the way down. Then I turn the water on. And on the days that you actually do your body polish, you really won't, there's no need for a lotion afterwards because they are all in a nice healthy oil base. The Chocolate Mint is in it has organic coconut oil, and coconut oil is rich in antioxidants, and people cook with that as well. You can use it on your hair. Very, very healthy for you. So, yeah.
Okay, so that's why I probably liked it, because...
Are you a coconut oil person?
I don't know. But my
Are you
husband,
a chocolate person?
I am a chocolate.
What woman isn't, right?
Chocolate. It doesn't like me much, but it definitely
It sure does
is.
taste good.
It is awesome.
And chocolate is full of antioxidants too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Now, I know if they go to your website, I know I pulled up your website, you can shop.
Absolutely.
But do you, I mean, I know you attend different networking events and things. Do you you know so much about what it is you're doing. Do you do, like, presentations?
I do. There are some stores that are selling my product locally here in Indianapolis, and I go in occasionally and do product demos like you just had,
right.
The hand treatments. And I really enjoy educating my customers on the importance of, as I said, good, healthy skin care. And that is using skin care that is made with plant-based ingredients.
Yes.
Because I think about it like this. You know, your body comes from the ground. You were formed from the dust of the earth. Plants come from or are grown in dirt. So your body's going to assimilate better plant-based ingredients more so than a synthetic man-made oil, like petroleum or mineral oils. Your body's going to assimilate olive oil better than it would mineral oil. Your body will assimilate sweet almond oil better than it will mineral oil because it comes from the ground. So your skin absorbs it a lot better, and it is actually nurturing and nourishing for your skin if it's a plant-based oil.
Well,
or ingredients.
I always want people to look Clean and Pure, CleanApure.com. And we're here with Edwina Wright, and I'm amazed. We're at 2:00. Our time has gone. It has. Yes, it does. I always try to Renee's not here, so we're not going to sing my song because I don't want to. We have been. We've got some pictures we're going to post and be all over everywhere, but Renee wasn't here today. Sorry that she couldn't be here because she would have loved this, but I know she knows Edwina pretty well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, well, not also. We always try. That was that word. We always try to leave our audience with something. I call it the upbeat. I'm a musician, and I just try to leave them instead of a downbeat. We want to do an upbeat thing, and I think
I hear you're a singer.
I am a singer. I am a singer. Today I sound like a squeaky singer, but yes. And the one that I was going to say today was "Be the change you want to see in the world," and I think that's Gandhi.
Yes.
I think that's Gandhi, and I think definitely Edwina and Paul, who was my first guest, Paul Roberts with Always Best Care Senior Services, and Edwina Wright with Clean and Pure. So sorry, Clean and Pure. I'm still sitting here just loving how my hands feel. So,
and you know what? That's the good thing about that is they'll feel like that for a good 2 or 3 days, and the reason is because you actually remove the source of dryness, which is that dead skin.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I needed that. That's exactly. So you got to get some. Got to go to the website, cleanapure.com, and
Absolutely.
Get on there and start ordering. I'm hooked. Okay. Thank you all. Have a great week. And next week, we're actually going to have the Attorney General